feature parity, and this is the most common and most concerned questions from the customers. So I just give you a quick overview about the capabilities comparison between Jira Confluence with the ONESQL solutions, like the issue fields and all the issue workflow status, as well as the boards, sprints, backlogs. We have the compatible capabilities in ONESQL platform, and we can definitely migrate all the data from your Jira and Confluence instance to ONESQL. And we also have the docs, wiki, knowledge base migrated to the ONESWiki. We also migrate all the permissions, settings, and the user groups from Atlassian to ONESQL. And another thing I would like to emphasize is about AI capabilities. We believe that in this era, most of the enterprises are introduced AI capabilities to your daily works. So as you may know, that Jira and Confluence will not gonna introduce the AI capabilities in their DC version, and it's only for the cloud, and that's the reason why they shut down the DC version. But in ONESQL, for both the cloud and on-premises customer, you can enable the AI capabilities for your teams. And for the on-prem customers, you are allowed to connect your private LM with ONE's Assistant, which is our AI product models, so that all the data will still run within your infrastructure, your networks. So this is just a quick overview. We have a more detailed comparison list in our docs.ones.com. So now let's see a live demo. So the demo is not an overview about showing the ONE's capabilities. It's about the side-by-side comparison between the ONE's platform and the Jira and Confluence. So that I hope that after this short live demo, you can have a quick overview about like before and after the migration, what it will look like in the ONE's platform. Okay. So this is the interface of the ONES.com platform, and we have the conference here today. We have the Jira here today, and I will make it as an side by side. Yeah, okay. So as you can see, this is the homepage for ONE's platform on the left side, and we have the Jira and Confluence on the right side. And as you can see, the landing page will be a little bit different. We have this AI home for all of the customers and users. As you can see in the AI home, we have this chat box. You can describe whatever you want to the ONE's Assistant to create an issues, to create projects, to create a wiki page, or you can ask any questions based on the team knowledge base and under your permissions in this team. You can also ask the assistant to analyze, to summarize all the projects, issues, and your team knowledge. And I will just give you a quick example. Like I can use the natural language to ask the assistant to help me summarize the project, a specific projects, the status and risk, and generate a report under the selected spaces and name the page. And then the system will think, and after that, give you the results. And you can definitely preview all the contents that assistant help you to generate. So this is a very big difference in the landing page. You can always benefit from the AI assistance, and you can do more beyond this case. Yeah. So if we go to the ONE's project, which is replaced for the Jira software, as you can see, we can also go to the same page in the Jira software, view all projects. So here you can see the side-by-side comparison. We have the similar project list here, and you can always create different tabs using the filter rules to filter out all the projects you may need to have a quick access. And we also have this tag category here as well. And as you can see, we have already migrated part of the projects from Jira software to ONE's projects. Let's take one of the project as an example, like the payment platform in Jira software. Okay, so here we have sorry, I need to access it. Okay, where's the open issues? Okay, so here Normally, when you use the Jira software, access to a project means you will landing to the issue list here. And for one's project, the layout it's a little bit different. Like you can see, we have the top navigation bar here, which consists of the components, and all the components here can be customized here in the project settings. Like all the components here, you can add more components or to remove some components by simply drag and drop. So in one's project, normally we will landing a project overview here, which is the project dashboard, and the whole dashboard can be customized based on needs. We provide some pre-built widgets here, like for example, the project information, the announcement, key numbers, reports, and some other widgets here ready to use. You just add it to your dashboard, and you can definitely change the layout of the dashboard as well. And we can enter to the filter. So the filter will include all the work items, or we call the issue in the one's project system. So here we also have listed out all the issue types here, just like how you can find it in the open issues or all issues under the Jira software. For example, let's take one of the like issues here. For example, this document payout batch, we can copy the issue key. So another common question from the customers here is that how about our issue key in Jira software? The answer is that we have the issue key here in the one's project as well. So all the issue keys will be migrated to the one's platform as well. So we can search the issue key, and now you will find the corresponding task migrated to the one's project. And as you can see, all this information, like this is a task and assignee, login and assignee, and all this information, status, priority, creator, and the description. As you can see, the description here are migrated in one's projects. And we also have this subtask here in Jira software. So when we switch to the sub issue, we will find the corresponding link issues are migrated as well. And in the activities, we have all the histories here. We have the comments here. So the layout is a little bit different, but we also migrate all the activities, history, and comments to the one's project as well. So you may also concern about the attachment, the time log, and the link conference page. Let me take another case just as an example. For example, I search for a like this stress test, and I search for this ID, the same one. And now here we have the issue link. The issue link you can also find here, and attachment. We can switch to the attachment. So all the attachment can be migrated successfully here. And one's projects. Okay. So that's all about the linkage, all the issue fields, the workflows as well. Like for example, here in the Jira software, our workflows here, you can find it here. It's the workflows, and now you can view the workflows here as well. So the workflows are migrated as the one's project workflows. So all the fields, workflows, attachment, comments, and the linkage will be migrated to the one's issues. And also we have some complex rich text as well to show you, like this one, the rich text. And this is from another project, so I can just switch to another project to show you a more complicated rich text migration. Search for these issues, click on it, and now you can see that all the rich text include the tables, the code blocks, and all the bullet points, all the formats are migrated, the same as what it looks like in the Jira software. And as you can see, the work log here, you can also find the corresponding work log here in the one's issues. So that's what I want to show you for the issue level. We migrate all the core data from Jira software to once. And how about when we create a new issues? So let's take this for an example. For example, I would like to create a bug. And as you can see, you can enter the title, all the issue fields here, and the issue fields are customizable, and all the issue fields are migrated from the Jira software. For example, I create one in Jira and the bug. As you can see, all these informations like the reporter, you can also find the reporter. Okay, the reporter here is the creator here in once.com. And we also have this environment rich text. The environment rich text, the labels here, and the rest of the issue fields here are migrated to the once projects. And like the requirement source value, we can also find it in the requirement source. All the values are migrated into the once project as well. Yeah. And I would also like to introduce like a very common asked questions about our filter capabilities. Like we have this filter, we have the basic filter. You can use the interface to do some simple filter rules, like the issue types includes all the requirements, and the data types it's to do in progress. So this is the very simple one, just like the filter rules that you can find here in yeah, you can also find it here in the Jira software as well. We also provide the ONESQL, which is similar to the JQL. And as you can see, you can like do some simple queries language. And you can also find it here in the Jira software. It's similar and I cannot scroll up. Anyway, we have the compatible capabilities for the query language. And if you have already applied the basic filters when we switch to the OneSQL model, you can also click this apply basic filter rules here. So now you can have the same like filter rules by OneSQL and the interface basic filters. Yeah. And then you can save this filter as a new views, like for example, my views, and make it private or make it public and share with your project members. So now we have the My View sections here. You can always switch from different views here. Yeah, so this is about the filter. And the backlog here, we also have the similar backlog capabilities compared to the Jira software. You can also find the backlogs here in the Jira software, and the layout, it's a little bit different. So here, as you can see, we have 3 sprints here in Jira software. We also have 3 sprints migrated here in the ones projects. And we also have the backlog unplanned issues. You can definitely select multiple issues and add it to a certain sprint. Or you can just easily drag and drop to plan this issue into a certain sprint. And we also have different dimensions to plan this backlog, like by sprints, by release, by epic. So it's similar to the Jira software. And when we dive into the sprints, you will also find we provide this column views for the managers and the project members to always keep track on their sprints and just simply drag and drop to update the status in their daily meeting. So this is all about the sprints. We also have this report components. It's just similar to the Jira chart and graph capabilities. We have some pre-built reports here like work log analysis, task analysis, requirement analysis, bug analysis, and more. For every single reports, you can dive into the reports, and here you can edit it to make some simple modifications. Like for example, you can change the horizon axis to, for example, priority. You can change the filter rules and apply it. You can show the data labels here, and then you can save it as a new report. And after that, remember when we just kick off these projects, we have this overview dashboard. So you can add the report that you just created in the report components. And then you will have these reports here in the project dashboards. So this is about the reports. And we also have this member management in the projects. And it's the design is a little bit different from the Jira software as well. In Jira software, you may need to go to the project setting and as well as the global settings, combine these two features to manage all the users and the project roles. But here in one's project, you can add the roles from the available roles, or you can create a new roles based on your needs and then add the members from your departments and invite them into this projects. And only the invited users have access to this specific projects. And that's how we migrate all the team members. And when we're talking about the permissions, and the permission design, it's a little bit different from Jira as well. But anyway, we also have the corresponding permissions control like project level, issue level, backlog levels. So we will also migrate all the corresponding user groups and departments permissions to make all the permissions will keep the same as the Jira software after the migrations. So you can determine who have the permissions to view, manage the projects, and for the issue level, you can set up the permissions for each issues. For example, for the requirement, we can configure who can create, view the requirements, add the requirements, delete the requirement, update the status, change issue types, and other actions. You can set up different permissions for different team members. So these are all about the permissions control for the ones projects. Yeah. So I think that's pretty much about the Jira software and ones project. I know that the product is quite complicated and we have more features to explore, but I just give you a quick overview about the most common data in Jira and how we migrate it to ones project and what it looks like. And the next one is about the knowledge base management, which is the ones wiki here in the ones platform. And I would like to switch the views to ones wiki compared to the conference. So the knowledge base management is quite simple compared to the Jira software. And I would like to say, we understand that there are hundreds, thousands of macros in conference when you use it. So currently, I have to be honest that we can migrate part of the macros from conference to ones wiki. And for the rest of the macros, if you would like to keep it the same in ones wiki after the migration, our migration expert team will work together with you and find the solutions and finally to help you have the compatible capabilities in ones wiki. The homepage is a little bit different. We have some quick access like the recent spaces, recent pages, the favorite pages, and the pages that my team members share with me. We also have the space components here, just like the space here in the ones, the conference space directly. So we have a list of the space. And as you can see, we have a little bit difference. We have this category capabilities here in the ones wiki. You can create your own category to organize all the spaces by departments, or you can also create a category to for your projects as well. So for a different category, we can include different space here. And I will take one of the page as an example. So here, when we access to a specific space, as you can see here in ones wiki, you can create wiki page here. You can import a wiki page from a local file or import from the conference. And we can search for the same pages here from conference. Like I will search it in ones wiki. So I can use this global search. and go to this page. So as you can see, we will migrate all the TOC, all the texts and formats and tables and all this informations here in ONESWiki, and all the comments, histories here will be migrated as well. So as you may can see that the plant UNL macro, actually it's supported for the migration, but there's some issues happen in my the demo environment today. So we cannot see the migrate of the plant UNL here, but actually for like the draw.io, as I mentioned, the plant UNL, the attachment, and as well as some what we call like we have this macro capabilities. So the attachment, anchor, and as well as the columns and the Glyphy. This is the common asked questions about the Glyphy migrations, the flowchart migrations, and as well as the plant UNL, all this and the status as well, the status migrations. All these macros can be migrated by default using our migration tools. Yeah. So that will be all for the ONESWiki and the conference migration and side-by-side comparison.